Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to reposition my camera as I'm talking to you, so I'm very sorry for this shaky video. Okay, I am back here. This is Masha Himmerly from Inspirational Online Art Studio, Paper, Paint, and Palette. I'm here today to talk to you about not complementary colors, analogous colors. Yes, so today we will talk about analogous colors, and this is part number 8 from series Exploring Color World. And today, after 1 month of vacation from videotaping, I am ready to show you why do we need to know about analogous colors, what we can do with them, and all this wonderful art media that we can use to kind of play a little bit with those colors and see how they work together. Okay, so we will try analogous colors with crayons, with liquid highlighters, and with Softee dough. I'm not affiliated with any of those companies who make this art media. I just a happy user, and I would like to show you what we can do with complementary colors in a couple of minutes. But first we're gonna try those complementary colors on a piece of paper. I'm sorry, complementary. I keep going back to complementary colors, analogous colors. So analogous colors from 4 different groups are presented over here. The colors that we call analogous are usually the colors who sit in position next to each other on the color wheel. So if this is the color wheel, then we see that all of these wonderful colors are next to each other: yellow, orange, and red, analogous colors. The next set is magenta, purple, and violet. The next would be ultramarine, blue, and cyan over here. And oh, sorry, you can see this part. So ultramarine, blue, and cyan. And then we have over here on the last part, turquoise, forest green, and green. Of course, all of this art media that we have presented over here sometimes don't have whole gamut of colors. Not the whole varieties are presented. And so far, liquid highlighters have the least amount of colors in analogous colors, but that's okay. We're still gonna use it all, and we'll see how fun it can be when we're using them. Alrighty, so I made another copy, but with no colors in it. And let's see how regular crayons can be used. And oops, let me put this away. So I will choose different analogous colors from different art media, and then we will see how it's gonna look all together on one paper. So I have only 3 art media presented, so I will use on this top left for my yellow, orange, and red. I will use crayons, yellow, orange, and red. And because they are analogous colors, they're not like complementary colors. They don't help each other to stand out. What they do to each other, they work harmoniously with each other. Let's see how they do that. They are very friendly. They make peaceful combinations, very friendly to each other. They not screaming when they're next to each other. They not making your colors vibrate in your eyes. They just nice, peaceful, very, very friendly combinations. Okay, and the red that is not really red, it's like ruby red, but that's okay. That's what we got. Sometimes you have to work with what you have. All right, so the first analogous colors are placed over here. Now we will try next set, and next set is this. And we have beautiful magenta, we have purple, and we have violet together. And they work also. Let me just put them all nicely together over here. Okay, these three will work. So we have magenta. And I'm not very careful right now in order to save some time and not to make you watch me for a long minutes. I decided to just not be very careful with staying in lines. Right now is more important not to stay in lines, but to see color combination, how they work together. All right, and now violet. Very nice, again, harmonious combination, very beautiful. And I will tell you in a couple of minutes how we can use these beautiful combinations that analogous colors create. Next, we will do Softee dough, and we will use Softee dough to create greens over here. Let's see, for green, and again, it's very hard to find perfect combination, so this is what I have for Softee dough presented over here. I have beautiful apple green over here. Maybe need a little less of this, and there you go. We're just gonna spread it like in this crescent shape. Then forest green will go right next to it. All right, and then let's see our turquoise. Maybe light turquoise. I would say that looks more like aquamarine than turquoise. All right, there you go. And because it's just so fun to work with Softee dough, I will do this last set of analogous colors, which are blues, family of blues. I will use Softee dough again. And I just hope that this Softee dough, let's see how well they're gonna work together. Those three guys. Yeah, I like those combination better than previous one. So let's take our, this one looks like aqua, not quite cyan, a little bit maybe looks like cyan over here. Then we have sky blue, or just regular blue. And I hope my next blue don't look exactly like this one. Actually, Softee dough, guys, I really like Softee dough because they give you so many different colors in one set. There is so many varieties. It's just absolutely amazing, because Softee dough is definitely not a real artist media. It's more like a craft supply for children, but that's why I throughout all my 8 lessons I use Softee dough, because the variety of the colors is just absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. If you buy the whole set, it's just like a set of colored pencils. All right, so there you go. We created analogous colors and kind of repeated the pattern over here. We created analogous colors with crayons, with liquid highlighters with we used the Softee dough. Now, finally the time has come to tell you why do we need to know and learn and practice analogous colors. It's quite interesting what you can do with those analogous colors. First of all, so here I have a little insert over here. Let me take a new one. Okay, so here's the, it's just glossy paper from some office supplies. Now, why do I like glossy? Because that's very good surface for the markers, especially these liquid highlighters. They work like it's a watercolor practically. All right, so if you, for example, creating a skyline, okay, or a dark cloud, a rainy cloud, the that's where the analogous colors come into play. And for example, this is the horizon line, oops, horizon line, and there you go. Especially easy to make with liquid highlighters, as I already said, because they just work, they blend, they like bleed into each other very well on the surface like this. And let's get this violet up there on the top. I would prefer ultramarine, but they don't have ultramarine in this set. Okay, so this is for the sky. Very interesting combination when you, it creates depth, it creates this nice and vibrant colors and shows kind of, you know, helps you to see this airy, get that airy feeling as you're looking into the sky. And you also can use analogous colors for the sun, for example, if there will be a sun peeking through. I'm just gonna do it right here. And you need to work while they all still wet, and maybe a little yellow here to soften up this. Let's clean it up and make it yellow. You see? Look at this. Look how beautiful this looks. All right, and on the outer layer we can even add a little bit of red and then put a little bit of orange back and let it bleed into each other. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, this is like bloody sun, right? It looks very good. What I like to use analogous colors for is kind of to show three-dimensional objects. Sometimes it's very helpful, kind of create those, even though, you know, tints and shades are not analogous colors, it still helps you to create this dimension without adding black into it, if you want to avoid black into in your artwork. Now let's see what else we can use it for. Let me show you something on the regular paper with crayons. What I like to use analogous colors for is for the grass. For example, let's say we have landscape, right? Plains. And it's a grassy area. That's why I'm using crayon going up and down and kind of scribbling style. And closer we get the grass gets darker and darker. So we're using next family member. And then we can get even darker, though this color is more like belongs to the family of blue analogous colors, we can make it work. So they will look like dark green, like, oops, forest green. Okay, you see this space, that illusion of space that analogous colors create. So further away they go, lighter the grass gets. We don't see those vibrant colors because the atmosphere, the air separates us from the background, and closer the grass comes to us in the middle ground, it gets darker. In the foreground, grass gets even darker. So this is analogous colors, right? We just use this part over here for the grass, and we used this for the sky, and we used these analogous colors for the sun. So that's why we need to know about analogous colors. And the last, I would like to show you how we can, for example, create a flower with analogous colors using Play-Doh. I'm sorry, not a Play-Doh, silly me, Softee dough. I have here a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange, and a little bit of that red orange. Okay, so how can we create a flower? Very easy. So let's say the flower is have a lot of petals over here, some wildflowers. And then the same thing you can use with the wet media, art media. What you can do is you can also mix them up together and make this medium shade. So the dark right away, and then you can put petals, darker petals like red petals on top. Oops, I've got this other color underneath. Oops, that's why it's not working. Sorry, I didn't see that coming. Okay. And let's finish it all over here. There you go. All right, and then you can take green and make this coil. So for the kindergarten kids, if you will be explaining to those children the necessity of and the use of analogous colors, boy, create this picture for them and let them create this picture, and it's gonna be absolutely happy class. And for this leaf, I'm gonna blend them together, or I can just, I'll blend them. It's gonna be a little bit too dark if I'm gonna leave this forest green. You can blend them, or you can, and just give that elongated shape. And there you go. So the analogous colors are helpful because they can create different parts of the whole, right? So the petals belong to the same flower, but it depends on where they located and how sun shines into them. Some of them turn to be like yellow, some of them on the sides get to be orange, and some that on the shade side, they are red. And it creates a nice illusion of three dimension, nice illusion of space, the airy effect. So here you go. This is your usage and different projects that you can create when, oops, you can't see this one. I'm sorry. Let me put it all over here. So there you go. Flowers, sky, sun, or grass. These all different pictures and different representations and parts of the future masterpieces can be created by using something absolutely um, easy and something that is very friendly to each other, something that helps to get this nice, happy neighboring feeling, friendly colors that love to be together. They located next to each other on the color wheel. They called analogous colors. Here they are on the color wheel, and they live happily ever after. And I hope this little lesson will help you to create many beautiful masterpieces, and your students will, with this knowledge and armed with this just very easy knowledge about analogous colors, they can get a better understanding about how colors work, how hues relate to each other, and what you can use them for, how they operate. So have a wonderful day. I was happy to share with you this little project. It from Paper Paint and Palette Inspirational Online Art Studio, and there are more videos on my YouTube channel, and you can check them out. And once in a while, I'm posting different videos. There are a few more videos left from the series Exploring Color World. We're gonna talk about also colors in light, which has completely different set of colors and secondary colors. They are absolutely majestic, and I just glad to share with you colors because it's a wonderful gift from God, and without light we cannot see them. Just turn off the light and everything turns dark, and when the light is on you can see color. This we can see them only because we create and we can determine different tints and shades and hues and values, and it's all absolutely beautiful, wonderful world. So have a wonderful weekend and have a great summer, guys. School year, teachers. Full day. God bless you guys. Bye bye.